founder director of Fables and Tales. She loves to share fables and folk tales from all around the world with children, with adults, and with senior citizens. She is a wonderful performer who loves working with young children. You should see her performance with puppets and finger play and singing, and it's a fun storytelling session that she conducts. And today she's here to share a folk tale from Thailand which would throw light on the value of education and on our teachers. Over to you, Banu.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction, Vasuki ma'am. Hello, everybody. Where to go? What to eat? When to sleep? Hi. When to sleep? There is no such question
In the night.
with Sunan.
We should sleep in the night.
Sunan, yeah, but he doesn't know and he doesn't care. Such person was Sunan. Sunan, an aimless young man, wandered here, wandered there, wandered everywhere his legs could take him to. One day, he walked and walked and walked and walked and wandered. Just then he spotted a huge tree and an old man under the tree. The old man attracted Sunan like a magnet. Whee! And Sunan was right in front of the old man. The old man had bushy hair and long beard, frail body and untidy clothes. He was not only an old man, he was a beggar. Yes, he was a beggar on the road. And Sunan looked at the old man and said, you look very weak. I have some food. I don't mind sharing it with you. Would you like to share my food? Please. I'm so hungry. I'm famished. I haven't eaten for 2 days. Please help me. Sunan, he did not wait for a moment. He opened his food packet and shared the little food that he had with the old beggar. Soon they ate and they drank, and Sunan was ready to leave. Just then the old man stopped. Wait, I haven't thanked you properly. You were so generous and kind. Wait. That's okay. I'm perfectly fine. Take care of yourself. Saying so, Sunan was ready to move. But the old man said, wait, take this bowl. He pulled out a bowl from his bag and he gave it to Sunan. This is a magic bowl. Sunan was skeptical and he could not say anything. So he just listened. This bowl is magical and this will be helpful for you the entire life. You please take this, fill it with water and place it on the ground. You think of a fruit and chant the mantra which I'm going to tell you now, and immediately a tree, the fruit tree which you thought will grow in front of you, and the fruits will come on to your hands when you pour the water onto the roots. The magic chant is, this fruit, that fruit, I want, and tell the name of the fruit. Huh? Magic bowl, magic tree, that's magical, said Sunan. Now, Sunan thought and asked, when you have this, why are you starving? You can take this bowl, use it, chant the magic and get the fruits and eat, no? Why are you starving like this? The old man just closed his eyes and said, listen to me. Just listen to me. respect my wish for you for the entire of your life. If you don't, the magic spell would break. All right. Sunan got the ball, placed it on his bag, and off he went. He went here, he went there, and he went everywhere his legs could take him to. One afternoon, when he was wandering, he felt something rumbling and tumbling, and it was from his tummy. He felt hungry and he checked his bag and there was nothing to eat. But, he remembered his bowl. He took it out, filled it with water, placed it on the ground, and closed his eyes and sat. And he thought of oranges. Yes. And he closed his eyes and said, can you all join, children? Come on, 1, 2, 3, go. Chant the magic spell along with me. This fruit, that fruit, I want orange fruit. Once more. This fruit, that fruit, I want orange fruit. Oh no, the earth shook, and out sprouted a shoot, pop, and grew out a huge orange tree, and the tree was filled with nice, juicy, fat oranges. Sunan was excited. Wow, it works! It's magical, he said, and he took the bowl, poured the water, fell the water onto the roots, and soon the oranges, plop, 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 one after the other, fell down onto Sunan's hands. Sunan peeled and tasted. Can you all taste, children? Take oranges. Come on, take. Wow, that was delicious. That was so tasty. This works. All right. Oh, old man, thank you, he said, and he continued his journey. He went here, he went there, and he went everywhere his legs could take him to. One day, far from his place, there was a great city, and he reached that city. In the middle of that great city, there was a huge crowd of people gathered around, and there was a drummer in the middle. And the drummer went, listen, people, listen. Listen, people, listen. This is an announcement from the king. The queen wants mango to be rewarded and awarded by the king. Listen, people, listen. Mangoes in this season? Told a man. Who can bring mangoes now? Said a child. Can anyone bring mangoes now? Huh? Exclaimed a man. The crowd looked and talked to each other, asking about mangoes because it was not mango season. So Sunan, who was also there in the crowd, said, I can bring. Doing. All the people in the crowd looked at Sunan. How can he? I can bring. Take me to the king. Huh. Without any question, Sunan was taken to the king's palace. He stood in front of the king. I can bring mangoes. From where? From your royal gardens, your majesty. How can you bring? I know magic and I can bring mangoes, your majesty. All right, take him to the royal gardens. At once, Sunan was taken there. He filled his bowl with water, placed it next to him, sat down, closed his eyes, and yes, what is he supposed to think? Mangoes, right?
About
Yeah,
mangoes.
mangoes.
Fruit, that
Closed his
fruit,
eyes
yes.
and he thought about mangoes and said, this fruit, that fruit, I want mango fruit. Once more, this fruit, that fruit, I want mango fruit. Soon the earth shook and out sprouted the mango tree. Grew so big, so big, and twine, 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 mangoes everywhere on the tree. He opened his eyes, poured the water, mangoes plop, 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 one after the other fell onto his hands. Happy Sunan carried it to the king and said, here, your majesty, take the mangoes. Queen, who was waiting all the time, she grabbed it and tasted it. Mmm, that's delicious. I like it. Soon the king handed over a pouch full of gold coins to Sunan. Sunan, a wanderer aimlessly, now a rich man. He need not wander anywhere. He settled down in the same great city. Days went by. He became a frequent visitor to the palace, of course, to give mangoes to the queen. And one day, he did not wander anywhere. He was just in his home, and there was a knock at his door. Sunan opened the door. And there he saw a soldier from the king's palace. You are wanted by the king. Queen wants mangoes. Oh, I see. Here I come. Soon he went, took out the bowl, rushed to the king's palace. He reached the royal garden straight away, and to his surprise, there the king waited. The king asked, well, Sunan, you said you do magic to bring mangoes for the queen. From whom did you learn this magic from? Oh, your majesty, that magic? Yes, yes, I have to tell you. I learned the magic from. Mm. Sunan did not reveal the truth. He didn't want to tell a great king that he has learned this magic from an old beggar on the road. He felt shy or he felt low. He didn't reveal that. So he said, your majesty, well, I learned this magic from a great holy man deep inside the forest, and I have learned so many things, Your Majesty. That's great. Okay. You can start your magic and bring mangoes, okay? Saying so, the king walked out of the royal gardens. Sunan filled his water in the bowl, sat down, and thought of yes, mangoes. And closed his eyes, sat down, and said, this fruit, that fruit, I want mango fruit. Uh, uh, no shaking, no sprouting, no ta-da-da-da growing. Nothing happened. He again sat very quietly and chanted again, this fruit, that fruit, I want mango fruit. Nothing. Again, nothing. Again and again and again and again and again. Ayyo, this is not working. What will I do? He thought for 1 hour by performing the magic again and again and again. Nothing worked. But he realized, he heard the words of the old beggar. Respect my wish for your entire life, or else the magic will break. Yes, the magic got broken and he could not perform the magic anymore. He was upset. He felt ashamed. Sunan, with his head low, walked to the king. The king asked, "Where are the mangoes?" "I'm sorry, Your Majesty." "What do you mean by sorry? Where are the mangoes?" Uh, my magic is not working. "What do you mean by not working? Did you perform the steps properly and did you chant your magic spell or whatever correctly?" "Yes, Your Majesty, I did, but it is..." "What it is?" I I have lied to you." "Lied about what?" "I have lied to you that I have learned my magic from a holy man in the deep inside the forest. But what?" "But I have really learned this magic from from whom?" "From a old beggar by the road, Your Majesty." "What?" The king got furious and said, "You have lied to a king, that too about your teacher. How dare you? I want to punish you. Soldiers, take away all the gifts and the gold coins that I and the queen have bestowed to him. And Sinan, I order you to leave the country, leave my great city at once, and never, ever come back." Poor Sinan. Once again, he was only a poor wanderer, but he had learned a lesson he would never forget. He traveled here, he traveled there, he traveled everywhere his legs could take him to. But he looked for teachers in everyone and found wisdom in the most surprising people. After that, after that day, he remembered always to honor every teacher he met. Thank you.
This, the story was really nice, ma'am.
Thank you, Janani.
Ma'am, the story was wonderful, ma'am.
Thank you.
And the story was wonderful, ma'am.
Thank you. Good that you liked it.
Ma'am, the story was very nice. Ma'am, the story was very nice. Ma'am, like the
Thank
story.
you.
Ma'am, the story is very nice.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
so
children.
much.
I want mango fruit.
Yeah, thank you so much, children.
Even now I am hungry. My favorite fruit
You're
is
hungry
mango.
now. Mangoes.
My favorite fruit is mango.
Okay.
Only when it's ripe.
Okay.